I've been challenged a few times by the UK Defence Journal. I don't know whether they are represented here today or not. But I've been challenged for repeatedly stating in the Scottish Parliament that the idea of an independent UK nuclear deterrent is mendacious propaganda, i.e. it's a lie. The Pentagon supplies us with our nuclear warheads, with the arming, fusing and firing system, that we are dependent on US guidance systems, that any use of these weapons would need to be sanctioned by the White House and then only at the request of the Supreme Allied Commander of NATO, who incidentally is always an American general. And now again, without public discussion or parliamentary approval, we are seeing the return of American bases, including at the refurbished Lossiemouth, where US planes will be stationed for the first time since the end of the Cold War. We are seeing US-owned B-61-12 and B-61-13 missiles stored at a refurbished RAF Lakenheath, although the government refuses to confirm or deny their location. We see the purchase of F-35 bombers by the UK government to be armed with these missiles, which will be leased, yes, leased from the United States, which Maria Eagle, the Defence Minister, told the House of Commons on the 25th of June of this year, represents, she said in quotation marks, represents the biggest strengthening of the UK's nuclear posture in a generation, which is a clear breach of Article 1 and Article 6 of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. And in that statement, the Minister also confirmed that whether or not the missiles are launched will be an American decision, as they retain, I quote, absolute control and custody over them. We were also told that we would be joining the NATO nuclear mission, where again she was forced to admit that, I quote, any deployment under that mission requires the agreement of the NATO nuclear planning group of 31 allies who act as a senior body on nuclear matters in the alliance. And remember, the US is the dominant power in NATO still. Last year, 66% of all NATO spending came from the United States. So for the avoidance of doubt and for the avoidance of the defence press, we are a client state.